Please note, for maximum picture quality, it may be necessary to adjust the tracking control on your VCR.
I'm having a good time. Not.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Hello. Sorry for the quick no notice live. My original plan was to do this later on in the evening when Vicky gets out of work, but she doesn't really feel up to doing the commentary watch along, so I figured I'd just get it over with now. So that's what we're doing. I know not a lot of people are probably going to tune in. It's midday on a Friday. I have this like tradition where I like have been taking off of work every Friday the 13th, like for no real reason other than like, you know, I'll handle all my business. Like, I went grocery shopping earlier and like went and had lunch, but really just to like sit here and watch these silly ass movies every Friday the 13th. I've definitely seen the final chapter, probably almost the most in the whole entire series. I think I've watched Jason Lives probably more because that one tends to be like my absolute favorite. But it's interchangeable, you know. I could watch I think the final chapter and Jason Lives, they're up there for any day, any other day of the week. One of them's my favorite. But anyway, I'm obviously going to be watching the Blu-ray today. And if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're into like horror movies, talking collectibles and stuff like that. It helps us out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. God, midday on a Friday. Hope you guys like dig this setup. We are live from my couch right now. I am full of chicken wings because that's what I just had for lunch. But yeah, this is my first time doing a watch along. YouTube obviously won't let you play the movie, you know, alongside what you're watching because you'll like get a copyright strike and stuff like that. So if you are watching along, maybe even at a later date, I will let you know when I'm pressing play and all that, so you could watch along with the commentary. I'm watching the Blu-ray, so fire up your VHS, your LaserDisc, your Betamax, your Blu-ray, your DVD, what have you, and we'll get started in a second. So let me just have a look here. I've got this is a very weird setup. I'm not used to like looking at a camera. My TV is literally right behind the camera, and I'm not used to holding the mic either. Let me just see what I got here. Oh, nice, Eric. What is up, my dude? We're already on part 2. Nice. I kind of gave up watching all of them consecutively in the same day because I just find it too laborious. So I usually choose like 1 or 2 to watch each time. But that's very sick. You're on part 2. If I started early in the morning, I feel like I could probably make it through like at least 6 or 7 of them. But before I delay any longer, let me get set up here. Again, sorry about like the weird setup. I'm not used to doing this. And just a little precursor, anyone that tunes in before or after. Friday the 13th is directed by Joseph Zito. He also directed Invasion USA. He also worked with Tom Savini on The Prowler, which to me is one of the most underappreciated slasher movies of all time. And yeah, him and Tom Savini worked together on that. And Tom Savini obviously did the special effects on this. He his reasoning behind coming back after not doing 2 or 3 was that he created Jason. So now that this was going to be the final chapter, which of course we know it is not, he wanted to kill his own creation, which is a fucking beautiful story if you ask me. And yeah, so without further ado, let's fire it up. I will add some little tidbits and fun facts along the way as we move along. So if you are going to be watching alongside me, I am about to press play right now. Bow. And if the volume's a little loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. I turned my subtitles on just so it's not too loud and coming into the mic too much. So we're at the Paramount screen. Paramount Pictures presents. All right. This is hilarious. I never noticed, like, when you put the subtitles on and like the Henry excuse me, Manfredini score comes in. It says haunting music in parentheses. Here's something I always appreciated about the Friday the 13th movies. I love these little precursor scenes where like you get like little scenes, tidbits, what have you, from the previous movies, and it's all told over this like ominous campfire tale. Like, they'll set it to you straight about Jason, the girl who survived that night at Camp Blood. I love that. It just adds like a really cool factor to these movies and almost like keeps the lore going, especially if like maybe it's been a while since you watched some of these other ones. Like I think the last one I watched was Jason Lives like 3 or 4 months ago. All right, here we go, baby. And at the end, they always like give you like a little bit more of the previous film. So like right now, all right, we're finishing up the first film, then we're going to part 2, and then we'll get like a good chunk of part 3 just so you're fully caught up and know what's going on. There we go. Dude, Sackhead Jason is severely underrated, man. Oh, while this is just getting going, we got our little catch-up scene here. Figured I'd share some of this stuff. So, a long time ago, here's Vicky and I with Tom Savini. We went to a showing of like, it was like a Halloween showing of Creepshow, From Dusk Till Dawn, Halloween, and Halloween 3, I believe. But Savini was there signing autographs, so I obviously had him sign this like giant picture of himself as Sex Machine from Dawn of the Dead, or From Dusk Till Dawn. But yeah, pretty cool, man. Tom Savini is just like, he is responsible for so much of my childhood nightmares, man. Like all the special effects makeup he did. And his work in this one is just insane. Like Jason looks so fucking cool in this one. But, all right, here we go. Opening credits. God, that shit is so cheesy. I love it. It's like something out of a Cannon film. Kimberly Beck. She is a great final girl. Definitely a little underrated. Peter Barton, R.I.P., recently passed away. Corey Feldman, man. I love how in this one, like his entire bedroom is just essentially like filled with old masks and shit from like Tom Savini's workshop. So it's like almost like while you're watching this movie, it's like a glimpse into Tom Savini's childhood. Yeah, let's see. Who else do we got here? Oh, yeah. Vicky and I obviously met Ted White before he passed away. In my opinion, him and Kane Hodder are like the best Jasons. But what such a sweet, sweet, sweet old man. And who else did we meet? Teddy Bear. Don't be such a dead fuck. I got a funny story about when we met him. When I'll tell the story once we get to that part. And my apologies if there's any lulls or anything in this, because I'm actually funny story about this too. I'm not used to like talking while I'm watching a movie, so it's gonna take some getting used to. But funny story, the credit for the film editor just came up, Daniel Lowenthal. So when I was in film school, my film editing teacher, who was it? Daniel Lowenthal, man. He was teaching me how to use fucking Avid, and God, when he told us like all the films that he had worked on in the past, he was like, yeah, and one that like I'm not particularly proud of, Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. And I told him straight up, I was like, dude, I love those movies. And he goes, ugh, why? But really sweet guy. And it's funny how like some of the older generation like don't appreciate this stuff, because I guess it was really just, you know, they just took the bag, you know, took some money and were like, ugh, I don't want my name on this. Like Ted White, after this had come out, like didn't want his name on the film because he's, you know, he was like John Wayne's stunt double. He's like old Hollywood. He thought this was like trash cinema. And meanwhile, there's like people like me who just fucking cherish this shit. So here we go. So we're at Higgins Haven. If you're not familiar, that is like the campground and barn and all that from Friday the 13th Part 3, which recently, like over the past, like I think like eight or 7 years, burned down. And there's been a huge like crowdfunding thing. I think they're like trying to rebuild it and whatnot. So I think they did rebuild it already though. But man, another thing I really appreciate about like the older Friday the 13th is their like willingness to keep it just like in line. Like this shit picks up right after the events of Part 3. I love that. Even though we know deep down, like there's no way like all this could have happened in the past 2 days. But who cares about continuity, right? It's just fun. Oh, hey, Dylan's Plush and more. Yes, we are watching the final chapter. Thanks for tuning in. I really wish I could just have this on the screen right now and just like, so that way, like I could look at my computer and the movie and talk to everybody all at the same time. But unfortunately, YouTube will not allow that. But there they go. I never understood, like, then again, I guess, what am I talking about? Like, they're taking Jason's body to the morgue at the same hospital where like all like the victims are going. I don't know. This the guy that's been leaving the wet stuff. Man. It's pretty fucking awesome that the first time you see Jason laying on the ground in the barn when they're picking him up, like they're putting the axe like in the bag that he got hit in the head with. Fucking so cool, man. All right, away they go. Now, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but they wrap this shit up so fast. Like, this guy just murdered, like, what did they say, like 7 people? And they're just like, all right, see you later. Like, they're not sticking around and, like, conducting investigation of, like, the crime scenes and shit like that. Like, all right, see you later. Time to go. I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, if you fucking, you know, you got the body and shit like that, who cares? What we got? I was Jason at my high school today for shits and giggles, mask and all, every now and then. Every now and then. We can't wear it full time, but I love Halloween and Friday the 13th, so I did it. Had an effort day. That's awesome, dude. I don't think people at my job would look too kindly of me dressing in Jason garb, but I always like wear like horror movie t-shirts and shit to work. No one seems to mind, but that's fucking awesome. So I guess you're a teacher or something, Dylan? That's fucking awesome. If you were my teacher, I would have been super hyped. Axel, man. Doesn't this guy kind of remind you of like Bud from Halloween 2? I always like thought this scene in Halloween 2 almost like are exactly the same. Like this is almost an homage to like the pig ass fucking ambulance driver in fucking Halloween 2. I love it. Oh, Dylan, you're only 18. Holy shit. Wow. That's fucking awesome, man. Just showing up to school in Jason garb. I'm surprised they let you get away with this and get away with that in this day and age. Nice, dude. This is always morgues creep me out, man. No matter how many times I like seen like morgue shit in movies, like just like creepy. Me and Vicky always have like conversations like, oh man, like you know, we should have like went to school to be fucking morticians or like work in CSI or shit like that. But like honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to hang. I'm not scared easily, but like being around dead bodies all day, that would fucking bug me out. Oh, here's a little fun tidbit. They're watching Aerobicize, which like how many horror movies do you think they were watching Aerobicize in? It's like so funny. And also like, oh my god, iconic, dude. Fucking Aerobicize. But the fun fact is Darcy DeMoss, who plays Court's girlfriend, is actually in Aerobicize. So it's like, who would have thought like in 2 more sequels, the woman from Aerobicize is actually going to be in a Friday the 13th movie. You are the Super Bowl of self-abuse. Yeah, let me see. Let me add this to the stream here. Yeah, custom costume, custom green shirt, custom painted hockey mask, and custom boots and khakis. That's awesome, dude. Anytime I've tried to dress up as Jason, it never pans out the way I think because I'm just like too skinny of a dude. Nothing like getting turned on in the local morgue while you're surrounded by dead bodies, right? God, I love these movies. They're so fucking awesome. Pat Master, what's happening? We are watching Friday the 13th, final chapter, my dude. Right now, we're still in the morgue with Axel and his sleazy aerobicized viewing while he's trying to get some from the nurse. Dude, and I get watching this shit to like kind of fire you up, man. Like, what are they doing? Like, they're just like shaking their crotches and asses like right in the screen. It's fucking so funny, man. Dude, this is so fucking iconic, man. Also, why the hell didn't they take off Jason's mask while he's laying under the table? Jesus goddamn Christmas shit. Fuck, dude, this shit is too much. Yeah, why the hell is he not in the fucking ice chest already? Leaving him hanging around. It's like, and you know, Jason's been like just out hanging in the woods and he's already slaughtered people through 2 other movies. Like, you know, he smells like shit. Like, how is like smelling his crusty ass while you're trying to get it on like at all fucking appetizing to you? Oh, what do we got? Oh, you're ahead of me? Nice, man. Cool. I was saying early, Pat Master, this one's got to be my favorite next to part 6. This one and part 6 to me, I watch these the most. I think as far as like just good characters, like, you know, you don't mind them dying, but like some of them are so comical and over the top that like it just makes the movie even better. Whereas like a lot of the times, like especially like in the remake, like God, every single one of those characters is so fucking detestable that like I don't give a shit if they die. In this one, at least I'm like laughing alongside them. Dude. Nice. Final chapter's your favorite? Oh, Dylan, what you got going on here? What do you got? I love that fucking movie. Best Fridays are Friday part 3, 4, 6, and 8. Oh, dude, and this kill is so good. The head twist, man. Ah, oh, fuck. Tom Savini is king. Dude, I love all the Friday the 13th, man. Even the shitty ones. I used to love part 8 a lot more when I was older, or when I was younger. But now that like I've grown older and realized like how bloodless it is, I'm kind of like, I appreciate it more for like its, you know, just kind of like cheesiness than anything else. There's a fun fact. Her name, the registered nurse's name is R. Morgan, which is a nod to Robbie Morgan, who was the first victim ever killed by Pamela Voorhees in the first Friday the 13th. Always love little nods to stuff like that. What do you got, Dylan? I'm going to a horror con in Niagara Falls to meet Alex Vincent. Nice. And, oh, you can't be meeting Jason from part 3, my dude. Richard Brooker passed away. I met him like, I think, God, 20 years ago before he passed. And you're going to meet CJ Graham as well. That's awesome. I met Alex Vincent a long time ago too. He is shorter than me, which is fucking alarming. Oh yeah, hotter rules. What do you got? But I got Ari Lehman's autograph. Nice. Me too, my dude. I've got a machete, actually. If you go back in our channel, I have like a video of all my Friday the 13th collectibles, and I show off like my machete. I have every single actor, including Betsy Palmer, who were the villains, Jasons in all the Friday the 13th, sign my machete. The only person I'm missing is Dick Weand, who, of course, played Roy in Part 5. But I met Tom Morga, who was the Jason, the guy in the Jason costume in Part 5. So, nice, dude. Nice. That I heard that Niagara Falls comic horror con is pretty sick. I see a lot of the people from Rue Morgue go to that one. Looks a hell of a lot of fun. We go to Chiller and Monster Mania a lot down here. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, Pop Master. I subbed here with my second channel. Right on. Thank you, my dude. Much appreciated. Jason 2 and 6. Going to be, so I'm getting an auto. Nice, dude. Yeah, Ari Lehman loves writing Jason Never Dies. We saw him once at this horror con in Atlantic City. We're from New Jersey. And his band First Jason played, which is fucking hilarious, just singing about just like Jason related shit. It's so funny, dude. Here we go. Crispin fucking Glover, man. I always loved Crispin Glover, even in Back to the Future when he plays Marty McFly's dad. So fucking good. Or even in Willard. He's so fucking like quirky and weird. You broke up with BJ, Betty, and fucking Teddy, dude. Some much needed comic relief in these movies, in my opinion, and he fucking knocks it out of the park. Let's put it through the computer there. I'll just throw this on the screen real quick again. This is Teddy Bear himself with me and my wife. He was such a nice dude, man. He mostly had like pictures from what the hell else is he in? He's in Mask, that movie with like Cher and Sam Elliott. So he had a lot of Mask stuff there. And I think it was what else is he in? American Graffiti or something like that. I never remember. Or Steel Magnolias, one or the other. I'm more of a horror nerd. I don't ever remember anything from like regular movies. The computer don't lie. Don't be such a dead fuck. Dude, I love it. I'm a dead fuck. Like I said, the computer don't lie. I love this. God, I'm horny. Oh, dude. So fucking good. Oh, sick, Dylan. You're going to like go cosplay to the con? I never had the balls to do that, man. I mostly like go like, dressed in my normal attire just because like when I get like the pictures taken when I'm meeting people, I'm like, I want to be in it. I don't want to be wearing a mask or anything, but that's sick, man. Yeah. Let me put this on the screen. That's fucking sweet, dude. I wish I could have met Jason 3. He was the start of the franchise with the mask. Yeah. I also met Larry Zerner, who plays Shelly, who gave him the mask. I have right behind me right here is my Friday the 13th Part 3 mask signed by Larry Zerner, Shelly. He was so mad that I was having him sign it because he was like, why don't you have the Jason sign it? And I'm like, dude, because you're the reason Jason has the mask. He was a sweet dude, man. I really liked him. But yeah, Richard Brooker was really nice. If you're on Instagram or anything, like my handle and stuff is right here. It's let me see if I could point at it because my fucking camera and laptop are in different places. Right here, I am Shred NJ on Instagram. I just posted a big like picture dump of all my Friday the 13th like photographs, stuff like that. Got my pictures with all of them in there. Dude, this poor lady. What a vicious kill, though. Just trying to enjoy yourself. Have some fucking bananas, dude. Oh, dude. dude, and like her drooling out the fucking banana and blood. Ah, fuck, it rules. Oh, sick! Larry Zerner's gonna be there, Dylan. That's awesome. He's awesome. He's a very nice guy. He posts a lot about like the legal trouble that like the Friday the 13th franchise has been going through, which is why we haven't gotten any new movies or anything like that. He's like kept me up to date on that shit, like on his Twitter and stuff for going on like 15 years. So complicated, man. But honestly, like if they're gonna give us a half-ass Friday the 13th, like they seem to be doing with like this Jason universe shit that's been going on, like I don't want it. I'm fine with what they've made already. If you're gonna give me a half-ass Jason movie, I'd rather just not get anything at all. Gordon. Here's a fun fact about the dog, the Jarvis family dog. They named him Gordon because director Joseph Zito's dog had recently passed away, and his name was Gordon. So it was like a nice little wholesome nod to his pet dog that passed away recently. Now let me ask you this. I got like 5 people watching live right now, but even if you're watching after the fact, leave me a comment down below. Who's your favorite Tommy Jarvis? Like, obviously in this one, we've got Corey Feldman. The next one you got, I think his name was like John Shepard or something along those lines. And then in 6, you got Tom Matthews. I don't know, man. I think they all have their own individual quirks. I kind of like Corey Feldman just because, you know, like when I first saw these movies, I was probably like younger than Corey Feldman. So to me, I was like, I'm him, you know? So I always related to him a lot growing up. But I love Tom Matthews, man. Especially in like Return of the Living Dead. Oh, God. And his Tommy Jarvis is a little fucking nutty. Oh, the guy who plays Super Freddy from Part 5. That's pretty sick. And the chick from the Dream Master Part 4. Which one? Curious. I never really met a lot of the people from Nightmare on Elm Street. I met Robert Englund, obviously. Who else? That's really it. I've always been more of a Jason guy myself. I've had the opportunity to meet so many, like Heather Langenkamp a bunch of times. I just kind of never did. But I have a huge Freddy glove, but like what you don't see is like right up here in my right-hand corner. I have like this Freddy glove that that Robert Englund signed for me. You think Tom Matthews is the best? All right. I wouldn't argue with that. Let's see. What do you got here? Would you go to the theater to see Jason versus Bigfoot Battle for the Woods? Of course I would, man. I'm a fucking Jason fanatic. I'd go to see fucking Jason wipes his ass. Who would win in a fight? Oh, I love these. I love getting questions like this. What do we got? Who would win in a fight? Freddy, Jason, or Michael Myers? Honestly, dude, if Freddy versus Jason is any indication, Jason, I think. And that's just me being biased also. Like, I like all of them, but I think Jason, especially after this one, because he's, like, undead, he's like a fucking zombie, I think he's kind of unstoppable. I like my Michael Myers, but he's always been, like, more of, like, a regular guy to me. I like all of them, though. Lately, though, I've been getting so much more into, like, the Italian horror stuff, so I've been kind of neglecting these franchises, so this is a lot of fun revisiting. Oh my God, I love this part. Dude, when you're a little kid and you start, like, finding out, like, you know, going through puberty and finding out, like, what sex and shit is, like, if you see someone, like, making out or something, this is exactly how you act. It's like him jumping in the bed, like, oh my God. Fucking love it, dude. He plays this so good. He hams it up. Would you go to the theater to see Jason versus Pack of Wolves Battle for the Woods? 100%, man. Come on. Like I said, the first Jason movie I was able to see in the theater was Jason X in, what was that, 2001? I saw that in the theater. I think I was, how old was I? 14, 15. And then saw Freddy vs. Jason. and then I saw the remake. But yeah, man, I'd see all of them if given the opportunity. Like, I know they're actually playing today and tomorrow. Final chapter is playing in theaters, in like select theaters. There's nothing playing around me though, so like I can't do it. Otherwise, I'd go see it, which would be fucking so much fun. Oh, bummer, man. Oh, you're gonna meet Mark Patton too? Sick. I never met Mark Patton, but he seems like such a sweetheart. When I was in film school, I had to take this course called Film Forum, and we always got like a lot of like directors and like screenwriters and shit like that to come and talk. We blah, 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 blah. What was his name? Fuck. Hold on, I'll pull it out and show you guys while I'm live here. But the director from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 came and talked at my school. Let me pull that out for you guys and show you. It's pretty cool. Oh, sorry for the delay, gang. Yeah, Jack Shoulder. He also directed, was it The Hidden, which is fucking awesome. Alone in the Dark, Wishmaster 2. Super cool dude. When he was talking to our class, not a lot of people were like horror fans because like at film school, you know, you get like a lot of snobby kids who like, you know, they refuse to admit that they like some of these movies. But I brought that in for him to sign, and he was like, I didn't think I'd be signing any autographs today. And I asked him, I was like, how does it feel to like have directed like the gayest horror movie of all time? And he just laughed. He goes, dude, I swear to God, like we had no idea all like the hidden undertones of like homosexuality were littered in that movie. And I'm like, what do you mean? But really nice guy, Jack Shoulder. That's really cool. You get to meet Mark Patton. Did you watch his documentary, Scream Queen or something like that? It was really good. Yeah, most people just, you know, horror movies are just kind of looked down upon, especially in, you know, people trying to make it in like the film world. I got my degree in filmmaking, but like I never really pursued it. I've only like worked on like a handful of things, just like helping out in the background. I've always been more of a steady paycheck guy, so like that world of like hunting down work just like was not for me. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely meet Mark Patton. If he ever came to one around me, I would definitely meet him. Dude, man, leave it to the 80s. Like I don't know. Oh yeah, 80s boobs, baby. Judy Aronson, who realistically would become famous in Weird Science. She is such a sweetheart in person. I always forget that she shows her fucking full frontal naked body in this. She was at the 3rd or 4th horror con. It was a Monster Mania I ever went to. I think it was in like 2011, 2010 or something like that. And she was talking about like filming all these scenes in the lake, especially like in her death scene later. It was so cold when they were filming it that they were doing take after take after take, and she developed hypothermia because it was so fucking cold. And she was, you know, complaining, and they wouldn't take her out of the water. And Ted White eventually was like, that's it. I'm quitting this fucking movie if you don't take this poor woman out of the fucking lake right now. So chalk another one up to fucking Ted White. What a sweetheart. What do we got here? Yeah, I know a filmmaker. His name on YouTube is Coleman Films. Nice. I was in the background as a background trick-or-treater. You can't see me. Oh, that's cool. I've never been in anything aside from my shitty little skits and stuff. Michael Myers versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle for the Swords. Dude, Halloween Ends. You could have thrown the turtles in there, right? That's fucking hilarious. Based on all like the comic books and stuff that come out, like I have like Batman versus Aliens comics and shit like that. Like I'd love to see fucking Michael Myers Ninja Turtles comic book. That would be so sick. Oh, you were in Halloween Inferno 3. Nice, dude. Very cool. I like a lot of those fan films. People these days do a lot of good work. Speaking of fan films for Friday the 13th. Those Don't Hike Alone movies are fucking awesome. They're so good. I always like kind of hope that they would let that guy who directed that, Vincent DeSanti or whatever I think his name is, the guy who plays Jason is actually the director. They should have gave him a chance to do like a studio one. Michael Myers versus Pennywise, Battle for the Swords. Shit literally floats down here edition. Dude. There's a tough battle, right? I don't know. These hypothetical battles are funny, and then you kind of like think too hard about them, and you're just like, dude, these are fictional characters. I don't know who would win. And Pennywise is kind of like, yes, he is a clown, but he is technically like, a creature. So he could like realistically be anything. That would be fucking pretty funny though. I don't know about you guys, but like I grew up near like lakes like and shit like this. I would never skinny dip in them. Not out of fear of being seen naked or anything. I'd just be like, damn, I don't want no shit like swimming up my fucking pee hole or anything like that. God, Judy Aronson was such a fox in her day. Another good thing about this one is like the character development, man. Like seeing all these kids just like having fun and like shooting the shit and stuff like that is so necessary, you know? Give me a second to care about these people that are eventually going to get slaughtered. Oh, what is up, First Blood? What's up? Ghost Jason is legit and never hike alones. Absolutely, dude. If none of you guys have like checked out those Never Hike Alone movies, they put them up on YouTube in like 4K quality. They are so good. Like the first one's kind of like found footage, like a hiker wearing a GoPro and he like stumbles upon Camp Crystal Lake. Oh man, it's so sick. Then they did like a little prequel in the snow. And then the second one, like Jason versus Tommy Jarvis for the final battle. It was so fucking great, man. So much fun. It's crazy, like, what fan films can be nowadays. Oh, so what's up? Welcome. We are watching Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Right now, we're at the part where they're all skinny dipping at the lake, and young Corey Feldman, Tommy Jarvis, is helping his sister fix the car up. Is it Kimberly Beck plays his sister? And here we go. The hitchhiker they pick up, that actor passed away recently. You can't be hunting bear. Dude, I'd be weirded out. Fucking, first of all, I would not be picking up a hitchhiker. I've seen enough fucking horror movies to see that's not a good idea. But if I picked up some guy and he's just like, hey, kids up there, like, all right, stalker boy. Oh, what's up, Mario Villain? You are watching Friday Part 7? Nice, dude. We're watching Part 4 here ourselves. This has kind of been a free-for-all of just, like, shooting shit about all kinds of stuff while final chapter plays, of course. Oh, I know, Dylan. It sucks when they pass away. Especially, like, some of these people, man. It's very rare that I've met, like, someone from actors from these movies or like even like directors or special effects people where they've like not been so appreciative of like your time and like, you know, giving them money to sign autographs and shoot the shit. I had always heard that like, here's this picture again. I had always heard that there's us with Tom Savini. I had always heard Savini was kind of like a dickhead and you know, rightfully so. He's like an older guy and he's probably been asked the same fucking questions over and over again, but he was a fucking sweetheart to us. I mostly was just like talking to him about the Prowler because I had brought my like, if you have I think it's the Waxwork Records release of the Prowler soundtrack, it comes with like the note that's written in the movie The Prowler, and I had him sign that for me. I mostly talked to him about that, which he seemed to be super into because, you know, you meet Tom Savini, most people are going to talk about Dawn of the Dead, Creepshow, shit like that. So I think he got a little excited that I brought up something that people don't really talk to him about. Hell yeah, Pat Master just finished the final chapter. Nice, nice. Oh, nice. You like the shirt? This was I'm sure you're all aware of all like the shirt companies and shit. This was an old Studio House Designs one. Dude, I always love this scene. Would you care to dance? Crispin fucking Glover, dude. So something I learned about the way he dances in this scene is this is how he would on set. He would play AC/DC's Back in Black and dance like this, like amongst all the other actors. And people were like, "Oh, dude, we have to put that in the movie." So in this scene, he's dancing to Back in Black, but you know they obviously cut in that Lion "Love Is a Lie" song, which is what a fucking classic. Love is a lie. God, every Friday the 13th when people post the gif of him dancing, I get so excited. It's so fucking funny, man. I don't know how old a lot of you guys are, but back in the day, like the Napster, Kazaa, LimeWire days, I swear to God, I must have ruined my fucking family computer downloading that Lion song that was just in that scene so many times. Oh, what do we got? Yeah, a lot of these people, man. I mean, think about it, Dylan. They're a lot older because shit. It's crazy to think. Like, I'm a late '80s baby myself, and like I'm almost 40. I'm gonna be 40 in like 4 years. So, yeah, these people like they were 25 when this came out, so they're all like 60s, 70. Dude, fuck right. Love to see some Prowler love. I love the Prowler, man, so much. That actually was also filmed in New Jersey. They filmed that at in Cape May. I don't know how many of you guys are like familiar with my I grew up with my friend Joe Lascola. He is Joe from Movie Dumpster podcast on YouTube. They're like huge now. He dresses as the Prowler for Halloween sometimes, and he looks fucking so good, so on point. Next year we celebrate Friday, June 13th. Nice. Is that his official birthday? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not familiar. Oh, hell yeah, 43. Nice, man. I am 37. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, how could you not? It's so funny. Like, I was just, I went to go visit my wife at work, and she works at this, like, restaurant, and her coworker who works behind the bar was, like, filling up my soda and was like, "So what are you doing today?" And, like, I'm, like, wearing this shirt, like, I've got, like, my Jason fucking backpack and shit, and like, what do you think I'm doing, man? I'm going home to watch a fucking Friday the 13th movie. What do we got? First Blood. I had a custom Jason Part 4 shower scene, real fiberglass mask. Nice, dude. So sick. Where'd you get it from? There's this dude I follow. I think it's like Crystal Lake Customs or something. He makes some amazing masks. I got mine like I think 20 years ago from that company Creation X. It's not like thick or anything like that, which is unfortunate because it just kind of like, you know, it's flimsy. I would much prefer like a fucking sweet fiberglass one. That Crystal Lake Customs dude, his looks so good. But like because he does such a good job and they're so labor intensive, it takes him forever to do it. Dude, yeah, with the pitchfork and everything, man. He's got like the whole garb. Oh, dude, Betsy Palmer, such a sweetheart. Let me see if I can pull this shit up real quick. Yeah, Betsy Palmer was great. She was the very first guest at a horror convention I ever met. think it was 2006. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull this shit up so I could show you. Whoa, my bad. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here we go. Oh, teddy bear. Dude, and what a fucking scumbag this boyfriend is, right? Oh, here. I'll pull this up. What's going on? What do we got? Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare. How's it going? We are about just shy of halfway of the final chapter. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you. Let me see if I could share my screen here and I'll show you a picture. There you go. Yeah, so this is just like my dumb bullshit picture I shared for today, holding all my copies of Friday the 13th. But yeah, here's a picture of me with Betsy Palmer back in the day. God, she was such a sweetheart. And she even wears like that sweater and everything. It's so fucking sweet. She gave me a big old hug. And here's me with Ari Lehman. Just some more of my crap. Warrington Gillette. One of the Jasons in part 2. I also met Steve Dash, but I don't have a picture with him anymore. I don't know what the hell ever happened to it. Richard Brooker. Same with my picture with him. Fucking lost to the sands of time, man. I think it's because it was, when I met them, it was before the dawning of like, you know, iPhones and shit like that. So like they're just sitting on like some SIM card or some digital camera somewhere. What else? Larry Zerner, of course. God, I'm so embarrassed of this picture. I was like hammered drunk when I met him. And you can see it in my face. Ted White, of course. There you go. Ted from part 4. What a sweetheart, man. Tom Savini, Tom Morga, CJ Graham, Tom Matthews, Kane Hodder, of course. How could you forget? Back when he actually used to choke you. He doesn't do that anymore. Ken Kurtzinger, Derek Mears. So, yeah. I met a lot of people from this franchise, man. Oh shit, my bad. Let me catch up with this chat. It just refreshed for me. Oh, see, you agree? Nanette? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a prude or something, but I never like did skinny dipping bullshit, and I like grew up around lakes my whole entire life. Oh, here we go. Here's the scene. Judy Aronson sitting in her tube, fucking bare ass naked. Her fucking birthday suit. Such a fox. They did so many takes of this scene, dude, that she got hypo-fucking-thermia. That's crazy. Such a sick death scene, though. Screw you, Paulie. Oh, shit. Uzi, what up, my dude? Uzi, welcome to the chat. It's kind of lively today. It's kind of weird. I didn't know this many people would be willing to tune in midday on a Friday. Yeah, sorry, dude. I changed the time because I went to go visit Vicky at work, and she's like, I don't want to do it. And I was like, okay. So she's like, yeah, do it when you get home. So that way, before I get home, you're all finished. I am, but Uzi, I think we're at the part where Judy Aronson just got killed in her little inner tube. And here comes fucking loser ass Paul coming to the rescue. Like, dude, you were just all over the twin. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, Vicky does not like doing the YouTube stuff. It makes her a little nervous. I don't think she likes being in front of the camera. Fair enough, though. Horror Effects Designs did your mask, dude? Sick. Yeah, dude, they take a long time, some of these people. But honestly, it's worth it because if it takes that long, you know they're just like putting in a lot of time and effort. I always love that. Yeah, that one dude, I forget his name. Spit falling off my face. Crystal Lake Customs or whatever. His shit is just amazing, dude. I can't say enough good things about what I see. He always seems like that's like all he does, though. So God bless him. That would drive me nuts, just like making hockey masks all the time. Dude, Crispin Glover, what a fucking icon. Now, let me ask you this, anyone that's still tuning in. Out of all the girls that are in this one, you know, there's a lot of girls in this one. Who do you think is the best looking? I think Judy Aronson, who just got it, was the best looking. She, to me, when I was a kid, I was like, you know, you get that awesome scene where fucking Corey Feldman's watching her like sleep with her boyfriend, and I always like, to me as a young kid, I'm like, oh, I like her. I think now as I get older, though, I think I'm more into Kimberly Beck, a nice wholesome girl taking care of her little brother. The twins here were at the first horror con I ever went to too, but I never met them just because at the time, like, dude, you don't realize like how much money you spend at these things. Granted, back then, dude, I was paying like $5, $10 for autographs, but I still was unaware. Like, I thought, you know, you went into the con, you just got these autographs for free. But yeah, they were there, and so was Jensen Daggett and VC Dupree from Jason Takes Manhattan. I really regret not meeting Jensen Daggett because I haven't seen her. She's obviously Rennie, the main final girl in part 8. She doesn't like do cons often at all anymore, so I'm like kind of bummed like I didn't just do it. Dude, hell yeah. Don't mind me getting a little like pervish. I mean, you got to have some decent eye candy in these movies, right? Dude, I always hated Paul, though. Like, Judy Aronson wasn't good enough for you? Wow. But God, this part is so good. Do you think there's any deaths in the final chapter that you'd put on, like, your all-time best kills? I don't know if I would. Like, I think this movie is, like, this could be my favorite, second favorite of the entire franchise, but I think kills-wise, aside from Crispin Glover getting the fucking corkscrew in his hand and the cleaver in the face, this one's pretty good too, where he's like getting the fucking spear gun through the dick. Talk about the perfect way to kill this guy. But I think my all-time favorite kill from Friday the 13th has got to be the fucking liquid nitrogen in Jason X, man. Just like putting her head in liquid nitrogen and then smashing her face on the countertop. That shit is, no matter how many times I see it, I just fucking laugh every time. That or got the sleeping bag kill in part 7, or Jason X, he does it again, repeats it. Or even in the previous one, part 3, when the dude's walking on his hands and he just looks up upside down and Jason just fucking hacks him through the fucking taint. That one I always love that one too. You like Kimberly Beck? Yeah. I got a soft spot for Kimberly Beck too. She's been doing a lot of cons recently. I'll have to meet her one day. I didn't go to the one she was at, one of the Monster Manias recently near me, so would have met her too, but I haven't. I haven't met a lot of like the victims or anything in Friday the 13th. Mostly just like, you know, all the people that have played Jason, but I'm not opposed to it. I am glad I've met like the Jasons who have passed on now, like Ted White. Now, I was always confused by this part when like Jason walked into his tent and is ripping up his map and shit and breaking his fucking rifle. Like, for a guy who's pretty dumb, Jason, I mean, like, he's very easily swayed, you know, like in part 2 when she pretends to be the mom, and then later in this one when fucking Corey Feldman shaves his head and pretends to be little Jason. Like, how does he know to break that shit or rip up the map? It is a movie after all. Oh, nice, dude. No, it's all good. I'm having a hard time paying attention to the movie and paying attention to the chat at the same time, so I'm going to be slow to answer myself. I remember in, what was it? In Crystal Lake Memories, the documentary, they talk about that scene where the bed breaks, and it was not intentional. So those reactions were very real. Just very cool. I love when they keep stuff like that in the movies. Now here is the funny part. So obviously, like, they're watching like this old-timey porno and Teddy's smoking weed. So I had always heard rumors that like he was really smoking weed here. And here, I'll just pull this picture up again one more time. So like when we met him, the first thing I asked him was like, dude, like I had heard that like you actually were smoking weed for this scene, so like you could like give an authentic performance. And he got so red in the face and bashful, and he goes, dude, like you heard that? And it's true. He after they filmed this his scenes here, he went back to his trailer and was like bugging out. Like he's like all paranoid and shit, which is really funny. But super cool. Just really smoking weed and fucking acting in the movies, man. Very cool. But sweet guy. Oh, really? First Blood. I mean, I'll pull it up for everybody else to see too. There's an extended version of that tent scene I saw. They definitely cut that part down. You know what? You might be right. I haven't watched like the deleted scenes or anything from this movie in a very, very long time. The only deleted scene I remember from this one is obviously Mrs. Jarvis, their mother, her death scene, or like they find her like dead in a bathtub that they cut out of the movie. I don't remember the rest. You'd love to meet Lar Park Linking. Nice, yeah. Old telekinesis girl from part 7. She is there's actually a like horror like market thing happening only like 20 minutes from my house next weekend that she's going to be at, called like the NJ Horror Con sideshow market, but she's going to be there. I've never met her either. I'd like to meet her as well. Everyone says they hate part 7, but deep down everyone knows that like the way Jason looks in part 7 makes that one immediately great in some regard. Like, yeah, of course, like Jason fighting Carrie, the Friday the 13th franchise's Carrie, is while it is like absolutely utterly ridiculous, it's still so much fun compared to like some fucking movies, dude. These things are fucking diamonds in the rough in a sea of terrible movies that I've seen. Oh, no shit. Your dad surprised you with the Home Depot Chucky. What's really funny about that, Dylan, tomorrow, I like haven't seen the new Beetlejuice movie yet. But when I was a kid, my grandmother used to, God, I'd watch it on loop like over and over again. And I'm taking her to go see it tomorrow. But she yesterday was in Home Depot buying like plants and stuff for like the front of her house, and sent me a video. I think I still have it. A video of her looking at the Chucky. Yeah, I still have it. And she like, she texted me. She's like, all your friends are here. So like even my family knows I'm fucking absolutely nuts when it comes to this shit. That's super cool though. I wish I had a lawn, man. I live in the city, so I've got no lawn. I have a driveway at best. I live in a giant apartment complex. Oh yeah, you saw Beetlejuice? Nice. Very nice. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's pretty good. I'm not expecting much. Most of these like legacy sequels they've been coming out with, I'm just kind of like, don't rehash too much stuff of the original, but I can't imagine I would dislike it. I'm sure I'll have a good time. And seeing it with my grandma is going to be like the added bonus, just because she's going to be so happy to like be watching a Beetlejuice movie with me. I'll try and like record a reaction or something of what she thinks of it. She'll probably have some funny stuff to say. There you go, Uzi. Lawns are overrated. I have to agree. I used to have to fucking, God, twice a week when I lived at home. God, am I 37 now? So God, the last time I cut a lawn, I was 18 at my mom's house right before I went to college. Fuck. Yeah, that shit sucked. I still would like to have a nice big yard, though. I live in such like a small, like little one bedroom apartment that like all my shit is on top of me. You know what I mean? Oh, you're gonna go see Beetlejuice next week, Nanette? Cool. Yeah, I tried so hard to get my wife to come with me to go see it with my grandma because it just because I know Vicky is going to like not like it. She's like really, really doesn't like sequels, and like fair, like most sequels really aren't that good. But I was like, come on, you have to come see it, and she's like, no. So I'm going down there by myself tomorrow. Yeah, fucking right. Imagine me trying to get Vicky to cut the lawn. No way. I'd do my husbandly duty. We take a fair share of our chores in our apartment. I definitely don't make her do too much nonsense. Pat Master, what do you got for me here? What's the best Voorhees kill? Oh, I brought that up just recently. Honestly, tough for me. I think in my head I'd say Jason X, the liquid nitrogen head smash. I just think that's so funny and like inventive, even though I don't think that would actually happen. I just think that's so cool. Sleeping bag again, great from part 7, so fucking good. One that I didn't mention was Jason Goes to Hell. That is probably one of my least favorites of the whole franchise, but the sex scene in the tent when the girl is like on top of the dude and she gets like the road sign put inside of her and then it splits her in half. That shit is so sick, dude. I love that one. And like I said earlier, part 3, the dude that's walking on his hands and Jason just like slices him in half by the taint. God, I love that. So fucking cool. What about you, Pat? Which one's your favorite? Oh, sick. Dude, I am so like technologically unsavvy. I'm like sitting here, I've got my like webcam is right here, my TV is playing right behind me. I've got like a fucking ring light because my apartment's dark as shit. And my laptop is like sitting right next to me on my couch. I this enough like I was just like I don't know if this is going to work. I am so bad at like trying to get this shit to work or like chatting live while shit's on my TV is so it makes me feel like an idiot. Like I don't know what I'm doing. But this is fun. I enjoyed chatting with all you guys while we're watching this flick. The Bible too, better than the original. Oh, it's too funny, man. Uzi, have you been watching anything recently? I always like the original. Here we go. We're getting some answers. I always like the original kill with the mask on. Harpoon through the eye. Dude, so good. Yeah. Hey, I dropped your wallet. Fucking bitch. I always thought that character was such a bitch. But that's sick. That's a cool one. I do like that one. I always like that he like kind of tilts his head there. And the girl for a moment is just standing there so the 3D effect can take a hold while it's fucking the arrows poking out of her eyeball. Hell yeah. Oh, fair enough. You have a big lawn. Dude, if I had like a giant yard, I'd definitely probably hire someone to do it too. Unless I had like a ride-on mower, then I would just like blast tunes and just like chill out for a couple hours riding that thing. Hell yeah, Dylan. Godspeed on putting together that shit. That stuff's always a nightmare to put together. Ah! My wife is done with work. So hopefully we'll be able to catch her, have her pop in here. She hasn't been on the channel in a while. I'd love to have her. I wanted her to be a part of this, but she's like, no, you always have more to say than I do. I'm like, okay. Movie break, Uzi, fair. During the week, dude, I don't watch any movies. Like, I took today off. Like I was saying earlier when I started the stream, for some reason, every Friday the 13th, I take off of work. Like it's like my own personal holiday where I'll watch a few. But yeah, during the week, I don't watch much movies. I reserve that for the weekends. Vicky and I have been watching like that old police procedural show with Dennis Franz, NYPD Blue. Shit's ridiculous, dude. Full on horror mayhem. The month's coming. Yo, Uzi, here. I just got I actually just got my mail this morning. I picked up something. Curious your thoughts onto this movie. I've never seen it. Wait, yes, I have. I saw it when I was younger, but it's been a long time. But I saw they had a used one. I got to show you. I got fucking Nightmare City, dude. Pretty fucking hyped. Fucking Blu-ray. My fucking pillows, man. And I got Argento's The Card Player. Never seen this one. I'm sure later Argento, though, it probably fucking sucks, but still, pretty hyped. Here we go, baby. Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew? Dude, this kill might be one of my favorites, too. I love the behind the scenes of this one when they're talking about how they did that and they like filmed it in reverse. I always thought it was funny in this one, too. Multiple people go out of windows in this one. What do we got here? Oh, nice, Nanette. That's sweet. That is hard mayhem. I love to hear it, Uzi. Thank you. Hearing that from you gets me pretty juiced to watch it. I vaguely remember watching it. Here she goes. Here goes one of the twins out the window. Boom. This is fucking pretty good too. The dummy like looks great. If that even is a dummy. If it was a stunt person, God bless him, man. That fucking fall looked fucking brutal. Landing on top of the car like that. Dude, hell yeah. Uzi, that fires me up to hear that you really think Nightmare City rules. Card Player's rough. Bummer. Yeah, I'm an Argento completionist, so like I've never seen it. I haven't seen that or Sleepless. They're the only two I haven't seen from Argento. So as much as I'm sure it's probably not that good, I'm excited to watch it. One of the best from Umberto, eh? Cool. If I'm a fan of the Steelbook from Scream Factory, yeah. I've been thinking about grabbing that one just because I only have the Blu-ray from Scream Factory. I kind of just never picked up the 4K of it. So if that shit's at Walmart when I'm there, I'll definitely buy it just because why not upgrade it? Return of the Living Dead's fucking classic, man. And that the Steelbook looks actually pretty cool. I'm not like the biggest Steelbook fan, but the artwork on that one is pretty sick. Like the Tar Man breaking through the trioxin canister. Oh, Dylan, I'd love to stay and watch another one, but once my wife gets home, she's gonna want to commandeer the couch with me while we eat dinner and watch something else. Soon though, I'll do another one of these soon. Hopefully, I could get her involved too, so she can monitor the chat because me doing like everything at once is fucking insane. I wish I had like one of those setups where like I'm looking at my computer and the screen at the same time, but like if I put my computer in front of me, I'd be all out of fucking whack here. Oh, no shit. Oh, hell yeah, Nanette. You're doing... Sorry, I missed this one. I'm doing a live stream tonight, watch party for this movie, so I'm going to be watching. Oh, sick. That's awesome. Oh, but you don't need to erase anything, Nanette. I don't care. Who, Vicky Uzi? Dude, she's gonna come barreling through the door within like the next 5 minutes. She just texted me that she's just got out of work, so she'll be barreling in. She'll be like, "Oh, you're doing it? You want to give the old teddy bear a kiss?" I always thought this kill's pretty sick too, and I always love that he's holding the fucking teddy bear too. Like, so good. Oh, you know what? He had on his table when we met him. He had like one of his busts of him, like his dead head, on his table, which was really cool. Oh, no worries, Dylan. Take care. Good luck putting that thing together, buddy. Absolutely, Uzi. I have to agree. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I always like feel weird when people talk about some of these franchises as being slasher movies, and not that they're not. I just like, for me in my head, I always think slasher movie is like a standalone movie, one and done, like, you know, The Prowler, shit like that. That to me is like a slasher movie. This is like a franchise. But if any of these were going to be like slasher, this is it to me. This is as slasher as it gets, the final chapter, man. Have to agree on that though. Pinnacle of slasherdom. I always felt bad for this girl, you know? She's like, how do I make this boy notice me? And it's like, damn, like, she just lost her virginity in the shower. Godspeed, sweetheart. Hey, man, at least she got to do it once, I guess, before she gets fucking iced. Dude, this kill rocks, too. Fucking so good. Oh, I guess I dropped the soap there, old buddy. Fucking dork. What do we got here? I'm watching Friday the 13th Part 4 now. I forgot about this movie. You haven't seen it for a long time? Oh, dude. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched it too, but I've watched these movies, like, no exaggeration, like probably over 500 times each throughout my life. So I could like recite these quotes like as if I watched it yesterday. So good though. Jason sticking his hand through the fucking shower and just smushing his fucking face into the shower. Oh my god, it's so good. Don't mind me. I gotta text me wife. On her way. Cool. What did you just say, Uzi? Sorry. She did it in the shower so she could waffle stomp. Brother. Oh, that shit's too funny, man. All right. Vicky's ETA, 18 minutes. All right. My apologies. Imagine just like losing your virginity to some dude and then you just see his fucking dead body slumped where you just had sex. How traumatizing. At least she doesn't have to live with it for too long. Dude, not enough axe kills in the fucking Friday the 13th movies, in my opinion. That was great. Also, though, how the fuck did he get that axe through the fucking door? Oh, God, my friend's group chat is just popping off right now. All right, I gotta fucking ignore this shit. There she is. All right. Now let me catch up with the chat here. I've done you one time and I will never have sex in the shower again. Dude, I bet. Having sex in the shower sucks. At least you don't have to clean up, though, right? God, that sounds so disgusting, but it's true. Does my wife like horror movies? Dude, she loves them. Absolutely loves them. She just doesn't like being in front of the camera all that much. She does these with me, like, honestly most of the time when I'm doing live ones, but she's like working today and just like she's like, I'm not gonna be up for doing that. So yeah, my wife loves horror movies. She has a like a cross stitching company where she stitches horror movie stuff on like these like hoops and stuff. Check them out. They're called Evil Thread 2 on Etsy. Eric, back again, my friend. You're on part 3 now. Nice, dude. What do we got here? First blood. The shower scene mask. Let me just pull it up. Shower scene mask is what I was saying earlier I had made. When they show his face while smashing that fool's face, dude, or fool's nose to his skull. That's awesome, dude. That scene is amazing. When I was younger, I have a skate video that's like on the YouTube channel called The Pie, and I used a lot of horror movie clips in certain parts, and I used that shower kill in my skateboard part. That's how much I liked it when I was growing up. I always wondered, like, this dude, you know, like his sister went missing. She's Sandra. She's one of the people who died in the previous movies. What the fuck does he think he's going to do to Jason? You know, like he walks in there with like this little fucking hammer or hatchet. What are you going to do, dude? He never had like, you know, like it's very rare when Jason has formidable foes. You love the Friday 13th franchises, Nanette? Yeah, me too. Lately in as I've gotten older, I've kind of like grown out of watching the franchises. But Friday 13th is hands down my favorite of the big ones. No doubt. It's also because I'm in New Jersey, so it's like hometown pride, you know? Dude. So Uzi's got, what is Uzi? His plan is to be a pretty boy in front of Jason. Dude, yeah. I always love this death scene, though, because he's down there and like Jason's killing him with like a gardening hoe, and he's like, he's killing me. He's killing me. I fucking love it, dude. This is so fucking funny. But also, like, what the hell is Jason doing down in this basement right now? Just like picking up weaponry? Like, what? I guess he killed everyone in the house, so now he has time to just kind of like fucking peruse their fucking tools and shit. I'll see you later, Gordon. Gordon's out. He's had enough. He's too spooked. But here we go. Gordon becomes the second person in this movie to jump out a window. Damn, you could talk voice, Nanette, on chat. That's pretty sick. I'm fucking technologically illiterate, but that's cool. See you later, Gordon. Peace. Like, why the hell did the dog jump out the window? He could have just went through the front door. Dude, screaming while getting hacked up is so fucking amazing, dude. I love it. His death is one of the funniest. Yeah. He's killing me! Dude, it's so funny, man. Kimberly Beck, though. Poor innocent Kimberly Beck. Meanwhile, like, dude, she's aware something funky is going on, and she's just leaving her little brother, Tommy, like, home alone to discover all this fucking gruesome, morbid-ass, like, cutouts that the hitchhiker's got in his bag of, like, murders at Camp Crystal Lake. Like, dude, you know something's going on. Like, you leave your little, like, 10-year-old brother home alone? What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, that's me. Like, I don't even have kids, and I'm over here, like, getting mad at, like, the way she's, like, taking care of her brother. I tell you, though, Jason moves fucking fast. Like, although I guess they never really say how long it's been since he killed the guy in the shower and the girl at the front door. But, like, he gets those fucking bodies out of there quick. I do miss that in, like, the Friday the 13th movies, like the later ones, of him, like, kind of strooning them around the you know, like the random like cabins and stuff like that. He doesn't do it like all that often, but in these first few, it's like him propping up all the bodies is so cool. I'm glad they carried that on. Rob, he's here. Rob, he's here. Here we go. Oh, shit, I broke the stairs. Shit, give me a hand. Oh, okay, he does go down to go get a knife. Okay, I thought he just like kind of ran down there for no reason. I forgot. Yes, here we go. Gardening hoe. Oh, God, he's killing me. Run, Trish. I don't know if I'd be able to get any audible words out of my mouth if I was getting a gardening hoe fucking smashed into my body. I would probably just be like, I don't even know if I'd scream. I'd just be dead. Dude, the dance scene's fucking iconic. I was telling the story earlier. Apparently, like when they filmed the scene, he was dancing to AC/DC's Back in Black, but like I guess for rights reasons they couldn't use that song, so like they put that Lion song in. But yeah, man, that dance is so fucking amazing. Like that just shows how fucking weird, bizarre, and quirky fucking Crispin Glover is. Like I feel like that's him in real life. Like that's really how he is, just like a fucking goofball. Dude, right? Yeah. Like leaving the little kid behind. Like I get it. Like she doesn't know like the severity of the situation, but like leaving like a 10-year-old alone on like a rainy night, they don't know where the mom is. Like it'd be fucking horrifying for a kid. Granted, maybe not so much him because he's you know, making all the horror movie monster masks and shit. So he's like kind of like into this shit. He always reminded me of myself as a kid. I guess, you know, anyone who's into horror probably feels that way when they watch this movie though. What happens to the sister? She just goes to a mental hospital and we never hear from her again. Uzi says from his sister Sandra. You know, I before I started doing this, I meant to look up the character Sandra just to see exactly which sister is his. I'm not sure, but yeah, if it's the girl from part 3, yeah, she's like a loon at the end of part 3. She's just like, so I don't know though. Do I like the first Friday the 13th or part 2? I love them. Fucking absolutely adore them. I love all of them. This scene's amazing too. Like you get the hitchhiker's body thrown through the window and boom, Jason pops through the fucking window to grab Corey Feldman. They never told Corey Feldman when Ted White was going to come smashing through that window. So like his reaction is real. I love stuff like that, man. God, Ted White is such a fucking terrifyingly awesome Jason. I love that he still kind of runs in this one, you know? It's not like so like just quick pace. Like I love like a slight jog to him. What do we got? Human Jason played with his food in part 2 to 4. Zombie Jason, strictly business. Yeah, man. Oh, hell yeah, Bong, man. You got the same Necronomicon pillow? I've got like the blanket right over here too. Oh shit, my chat is acting up. Give me a second. Oh, you mean Tommy Jarvis's sister? Yeah, I don't know. They never really touch on where she goes in part 5. You know, he has that picture with him in the nut house or whatever. I just assume maybe, you know, yeah, same deal with her. She's just at like some other like kind of sanitarium or something. No, right, Bong Man. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's he was actually dancing to Back in Black by AC/DC. Yeah. Chris Higgins at the end of part 3 definitely goes to the loony bin. But yeah, I think Uzi was talking about Trish here. I always love this. That also like fuels that argument that everyone on the internet has these days about whether Stu Macher is alive in the original Scream. Like Jason lived through it. I don't know, man. I think that would kill anybody. What else we got going on here? Dude, Ted White did play fucking Jason with force. Fucking A, right, man? What a legend. The dude was a stunt double for fucking John Wayne, man. Look at this sweet old fella. Fucking and he was such a fucking nice, gentlemanly guy. Old Hollywood, baby. They don't make him like Ted White anymore. Rest in peace. Oh, what are you saying here? This looks like it's funny. I guess little Corey Feldman was a little turd during that movie, so when Ted broke through the window to grab him, he was a little extra oomph to be like, hey, you little shit. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I love that they didn't give him a heads up. No, my man. Ramble on, dude. Keep the chat lively. I love it. Yeah, same here. Thanks for tuning in, Bong, man. Love the fucking name. You got some dust on you. Hey, it wasn't Ted White. It was CJ Graham. Speaking of which, she's about to pop in. I'll try and get her to pop on the camera to say hello. I did unlock the door, right? I think I did. Sorry, Vicky, if I didn't, and you're rewatching this. Dude, and here we go. Kimberly Beck, Trish, the third character in this movie to go fucking tumbling out of a goddamn second-story window. I always love seeing like the ground ripple there because it's just like obviously just like a giant mat. Still super sick. Whoa, crotch shot, baby. And then Jason looking out that window just like so like calmly like, huh. Bitches always be tripping, eh? Dude, Uzi, if every Jason said something to Vicky, I'd love it. Next time we go to a con and I have to meet one, I'm going to tell them, be like, yo, do me a favor. Talk about the dust that we have on like that toy you're getting signed. Nice. I always thought this was like insane, like how fast Tommy Jarvis shaves his head. Do you know how hard it is to shave your head yourself? I do it from time to time. I am terrible at it, and it takes me like a fucking hour. He does it in like less than 5 minutes. I always like Jason creeping around the corner here too. Oh, here she is. Hey, wife. Hello. Come say hello. Pop your head in. Uzi says, what up? Hi, Uzi. I got the craziest chat going right now. Mad people. It's pretty cool. Everyone, Vicky has arrived. Is it really, Bong Man? The blue dress she's wearing? Oh, well, I mean, then again, I'm reading that like I'm fucking a dummy. Of course, it's a giant man shirt with a belt on, but that's cool. Oh, dude, yeah, but no, he was. All right, Uzi. Uzi's saying maybe he just put on the bald cap. No way, because like you saw him in that mirror with the fucking razor blade shaving his head like that. Granted, you are right. That's I never thought of that, but he definitely did shave his head. Like, or at least he was supposed to have shaved his head. Especially later in the hospital too. You'd think he would have taken the bald cap off. It was actually a bald cap. Yeah, shaving your head's fucking insane. Nice. Dude, I love like fucking slow dim-witted Jason. Oh, here we go, baby. Mask off, hack. God. One of my favorite Jason demises here. And I don't know how many of you guys like are watching along with the Blu-ray or anything, but watch the Tom Savini's like home movies that he did for this movie. Dude, the amount of takes and just like awesome shots of Jason's face going down that machete is so awesome. So fucking awesome. They probably have like all those clips on YouTube nowadays anyway. Dude. So good. And just like landing on the fucking handle of the knife so it slides up. So sick. Tom Savini, man. What a legend. This is your favorite unmasked look of Jason? Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree there. I like that he kind of still looks oh shit, my bad. I'm losing control of the chat. I've liked like kind of almost every look except for Unmasked Jason in part 8 after they throw like the toxic waste on his face just cuz he just looks silly. Part 7 I think is a little much too, but I don't dislike it. I wish we got to see more of Unmasked him in the 6th one. Like you do see it, but it's like kind of like hidden in darkness a little bit. Die. Dude, the slow motion just makes it even more just like traumatic. It'd be funny if like Jason like was just like all fucking crooked, like Tommy Jarvis just hacked his spine so much that he's just like walking around with scoliosis in the future movies. Fucking love it, Uzi. Live by the machete, die by the machete. Fucking A, man. That's so awesome. I always love when like the weapons of these killers are turned on them. Yeah, man. I mean, like Uzi, like you were saying, you wonder what happens to Trish. Like, dude, look at her. She's seen some shit. She probably goes to the psych ward just like Tommy does. Imagine they actually went through with how they end this one and how they end the 5th one, and like Tommy Jarvis takes the mantle from Jason. I wonder why they never did that. I mean, like, I'm kind of glad that they didn't, but you know, they kind of lay it on pretty thick that Tommy Jarvis, like, here comes the slow zoom on his face that he was going to be the next killer. You know, they did Roy anyway in the next one. Like, why not just make it Tommy? I mean, I guess that made him a good red herring, though, in part 5, because, you know, you think it's him the whole time, but it isn't. So, yeah. God, there we go. Intense, haunting music, my subtitles say. I love that. And there we go. Credits roll. What we got? Oh, maybe it does, Uzi, and I don't remember. I'll have to check out some of the bonus features here. It's been a while since I've dug into them. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Something about that is so awesome for horror movie nerds, right? Or like in Texas Chainsaw 2 when fucking Dennis Hopper slices Leatherface in the gut with a chainsaw. Oh, dude, I love that. Or even at the end of the original Texas Chainsaw when he drops the chainsaw on his own leg. Nanette, I'm not sure if that video's on like Tubi or Pluto or Plex or anything like that. I'm not sure. It's definitely on YouTube somewhere though, for sure. They all this stuff's on YouTube. Let me see like if it has a special name on it. Nah, it just says "and more," of course. But yeah, just watch like any Tom Savini behind the scenes, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I'm sure you could find it somewhere for sure. Oh, nice, dude. Oh, they definitely mention it in Crystal Lake Memories for sure. What a great documentary that is. You got to put away a whole entire day to watch it, though. Oh yeah. Oh, Uzi, I could already hear. She's already watching NYPD Blue in our bedroom right now. Yeah, there you go, First Blood. Just tie all the movies into one giant universe. He was locked up in Smiths Grove and Springwood Correctional after Part 6. That would be cool, man. But like I said, fucking dude, watch the Never Hike Alone movies. That's a great continuation, I think. Dude, Bong Man, yeah, if not longer. I think it's like 6.5 hours or something like that. I always have to like turn it on and off and like finish it in like multiple days. Yeah. Well, and there it goes, guys. Thanks for tuning in and chatting along. I had a very lively chat. I enjoyed talking with all of you guys. I love you. Thank you. And it's nice to see some new familiar faces or some new faces in the chat. Yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, check out some of our other stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor, like the video, stuff like that. All the silly shit the YouTube people say helps us out, that's for sure. Especially with lives. We don't get a lot of lively chat all the time. So it's really cool that you guys were tuning in. I guess, Friday the 13th, everyone wants to chat Friday the 13th. I love it. Much appreciated. Yeah, Mario, thank you. You have a good day as well. All right. So that will do it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry, like we just ended up just talking the whole time rather than talking about the movie the whole time, but that was a lot of fun. We chimed in where we could and did the thing. But you guys all enjoy the rest of your Friday the 13th. Thank you so much. Yeah, leave me a comment on the video after it's already posted. Let me know how you guys continued your day. I'd love to know. And if you're watching anymore, fucking enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend that glides ahead. And Pat Master, thank you. Appreciate you. Let me see here. Da-da. All right, guys. You have a lovely Friday and a great weekend. I love you all. Mwah. Until the next time. Adios. Check out our other videos. You will appreciate them.